Diane. Congratulations to Richie, Diane, and Philip. And thank you to everybody for giving us this honor. When we moved to Riverdale 5 years ago, we were not expecting to stay here for very long. We thought that this would be a nice place to stop over for a year or two before moving out of New York and probably back to the Midwest. We did not anticipate finding a community that would act as one of the anchors of our lives, making it so that we would think about how CSAR will determine what we do professionally, socially, and for our children, rather than the other way around. We knew that CSAR was an active, multi-generational conservative synagogue where many of our friends had come to after leaving the Upper West Side. We knew that some of our friends had moved here, but we did not appreciate CSAR's uniqueness until after we came. We were one of the only a handful of young couples with no children when we moved, and yet we were welcomed into the community by people who we now feel lucky to call our friends. We sometimes joke that without Shul, how would we ever have met anyone after we moved?
We strongly believe in the importance of being involved in our community. We believe in belonging to a strong shul because building a community is a way to support and be supported. We believe that a shul starts with tefillot and then builds to the rest of the community's needs. We have found CSAR to be rich both in tefillot and in chesed, in learning and in doing. My parents helped to found a shul in the Twin Cities. At initial meetings about whether to start the shul and what that would mean, my father was the person at the back of the room insisting that this would be too much work, and he was right. And while both of my parents worked hard to make the shul a reality for years, my dad worked on the shul. The shul that was in our kitchen helped put together the first shul prayer books, and every Yom Kippur we had to laugh and break fast, and so much more.
As you heard, my grandparents founded a shul, and my mother can't stop volunteering for her shul. My brother has run a shul. We do much less. We volunteer on committees, we hand out cards for tefillot. Ellen has led the Chavurah. But we feel grateful and inadequate to be honored here today because we know that it takes so much work by so many to create this incredible community.
Moving from attending tefillot to increase shul involvement takes a commitment of time that we have been so happy to give. And we feel blessed that we are able to be part of such a wonderful community.
You've heard this said before, but we didn't realize that everybody would say this. But we love that we can come into Shul on Shabbat and hand off Sarah and Yuri. And we especially appreciated this when they were babies. We could hand them off, look up half an hour later, and they would be with someone else. And that would be okay. We've had many people come up to us and say, "Oh, you're their parents." Somebody else, we didn't know.
Which being an observant conservative Jew is normal. We recognize that this is rare and we treasure the opportunity to be a part of this shul. We love that for her, shul is such an integrated part of her life that every time she drives by, I mean every time, no matter how many times a day, she points it out so happily that her favorite playground for her is the one on the way to shul. We can't wait to see how this shul, its families, and its children grow and change over the next 5 years and the next and the next. We feel lucky to be a part of that.